The Crash Course Podcast is brought to you in part by DerbyParts.com. The 2015 Wadena Grand Slam. Bo Lockwood Motorsports and the 2015 Keystone Nationals. Scioppa Racing and ScioppaRacing.com. Ultimate Derby and Blizzard Bash 2015. Demo Derby Master. Reckless Abandon Derby Apparel at RecklessAbandonGear.com. And Derby Inc. Magazine. Live it, breathe it, be it, Derby Inc. This is the Crash Course Demolition Derby Podcast, recorded live at the FingerLakes1.com studios in downtown Seneca Falls, New York. And now your host, Chris Marquardt. Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Crash Course Live, episode number 93 on deck. Happy to be with you here on a beautiful Monday night. Lots of action that we got to see over the course of the weekend, and Jake Sherman's been with me the whole way, making the trip for the first time down to Clarion. Man, thanks for coming again on the show. We're awaiting the arrival of Jim and Cindy Ellman. I believe Hank Pencek's with them. They've got a whole troop of guys coming down the thruway with them, and they haven't arrived yet. We're going to be getting with Rick. Have we got you?
Yeah, you're here.
Excellent. So we're going to be catching up with, we'll be talking with Rick Clarke here, and in just a minute we got him on the hotline to talk about his win at an exciting show down there in Clarion, Pennsylvania. On the topic of the Reckless Warriors Tour, Mike DeFrecia has moved into the points lead with that shake-up. We'll get into those details a little bit here in a moment, but to answer some questions that were online, I know Nick Quenzler and Chris Quenzler and Randy Swanson, a lot of those guys out and that are following closely the Reckless Warriors Tour, they're wondering about the distribution of the shirt that they got and the DVD for the Keystone Nationals. I have the DVD with me in Clarion. Number of limited, I think we gave out like 10 of them to the guys that ran in the limited weld class at the Keystone Nationals. So those are out, and go ahead and start messaging me some of your addresses, and I'll cross-reference that with the entry list that I got, and when everything matches up, we'll get the stuff out to you. So that's all good to go. In terms of the T-shirts, I don't have those in New York. Bo's got those, but he'll be able to assist you with that stuff. Moving further down the country, hitting the Midwest now with Topeka, Kansas, the home of Blizzard Bash. Did you see these VIP tickets yet? Did you see yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you're talking to me or Rick.
I was.
I haven't looked at exactly what they are, but I'm gonna find out. It looked like there was only like a 5-day window on there, so
5-day window.
Once I get back, I'll see what the tickets are about, and that might be the way to go.
It's $130 through 10 o'clock on Sunday. VIP tickets are available for only this week. You can get the VIP experience. You get reserved seats, pit passes for all 4 nights, an event poster, the laminate card, and a lanyard, and a highlights DVD, and a set of earplugs, because you need them indoors. But yeah, not a bad deal.
No,
$130. It's the link. It's right on our page. After the show's over with, we'll get you the information on the Crash Course page. We were talking with Sam actually a little bit earlier today, and that's pretty cool. That right there, that's a good deal.
Yes.
$130, you can't go wrong.
No, for several days of event, absolutely, that's a great price.
And again, that's got the event poster, 4 nights of passes with a reserved seat and a pit pass, the hard card laminate, and a lanyard, which you get to wear around your neck. Let everybody know that you're a VIP. It's pretty neat. So get on there. Tickets are available on Ticketmaster. Blizzard Bash online has that stuff, blizzardbash.com. We got some ads that'll tell you a little bit more about how to contact those guys in a few minutes. But now let's turn our attention to Rick Clarke, who came away with a win down at the Clarion County Fairgrounds. Rick, man, congratulations on that win. That was a tough battle that you had down there with Mike DeFrecia.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on the show. Yeah, it was a good night.
It was a good night. I mean, you guys were battling toe to toe. It was a great run. How happy are you to come away with a victory in a feature like that?
Yeah, it was a good, hard-fought battle. It was real fun. I don't know how long that feature went, but it felt like 2 hours. Yeah, it was good battling with everybody, David Day and Ron McClung and all those guys I met in PA this summer. Yeah, it was fun.
It looked like it was a lot of fun. Rick, you did enough to save the car a little bit. As we got everybody with the Ellman crew coming in. Go ahead and have a seat right over there on the couch. Hi, guys. Hank Pencek joining us here as well. We'll get with you guys here in just a few minutes, and we'll talk a little bit about the action out there at the Chautauqua County Fairgrounds. Rick, we were talking a little bit about the battle that you had. Were you concerned at all about how that car was going to hold up? That thing had already been through one show.
Yeah, I was a little worried at the start there, wondering how long the car was going to stay straight, and just kind of saving it for a bit there, making my shots and not getting too crazy. Yeah, and just at one point we had a red flag, and Bullock would come over and said, "Oh, you're looking pretty straight," so I thought, "Oh, maybe I'll start turning it up a little bit more and just see how she hangs out there."
Yeah, you were hunting
enough car to
axles.
make it to the end.
Well, at one point it was all happening right in front of us, which was really cool. I mean, it was 5 feet away. There was nothing. There was no wall. It was just a berm and cars swinging away. This is playing into my hands.
You know, me, I wasn't worried about hitting with the oil pan. I had the pulley protector on the front there, and yeah, Mike, he was peaking pretty high in the front there, so I thought I had a little more car than he did at the end, and I knew he was pretty hot there, so I just was kind of riding around, and he did stall a couple times, and was hoping he finally would stall and not fire back up, but yeah, it was a good battle.
He at one point had two plug. I was going to ask you about that. I don't really know even how to describe this. The Derby appeared to have ended. Mike came in and hit the A-pillar, and you guys got hung together. They threw the red flag, and it was looking like, what was that?
That was a spare old-school shifter rod I had there.
Right.
I had a shifter mess up at King's Old School, so I thought, I'm going to put in a little backup plan there. So I'm thinking, I just about had it off the bumper, moving it back and forth, and I think I'm going to reach down and grab this rod and see if I can get under it and just pry it up, because that's all it needed was a little pry up and over.
Just needed some encouragement.
The bar wasn't quite strong enough to get it off of there.
Yeah, it was. He was stuck in there pretty good.
Lift us apart. At home, they would have just made a call and said, "The hell with it." But that's why I like down running the States. You get two guys battle that long, and then they want to kind of end it fairly at the end.
Well,
they did.
The crowd certainly enjoyed it.
Mike wasn't too happy, probably, but
Actually, Mike took it all in stride. He doesn't get upset about much at all. He was just happy to, he was just kind of one of those deals where he was happy to be there. Sure, he would have liked to take home $1,500, but at the same time, he wasted another car, and that's pretty much what he lives to do.
Yeah. He's going for the points there, and I'm kind of a little ways back there now, but yeah. He's either probably him or Mark Sale or Steve Sailber's probably going to get it. But yeah, it was fun, and I gained quite a bit of points that night, and I was happy. I've been having some bad luck this year, so it was nice to see a W for sure.
So speaking of points, is Stoneboro, is that going to be in the cards for you?
Sorry?
Are you going to go to Stoneboro?
Throw some steel in it for the next day. We'll figure that out.
Right.
I'm closer to the time.
What are they running
I'd like
first?
to run both shows.
So let's talk for a minute about your buddy Ron McClung.